all things going live. I appreciate you all joining the live. Appreciate you coming in. So we're gonna get started in a second. Thank you so much for being here. This is my let's start your live host era, pit friends. We are going to be live hosts up in here. So I appreciate you all joining. We're gonna get started in just a few minutes. We're gonna talk to our friends on the TikTok as well. And so we're gonna get started in just a few moments. Thank you all for being here. Let's get the party started, friends. This is my typically my live host. I say start your live host era, and this is my go live with ease and confidence. You guys will hear me talk about that just so that I want you guys to be confident and comfortable going live. So I don't want you to be nervous, scared, shy. I don't want you to be any of those things. I want you to do this and feel as if, you know what, I'm just coming in talking to myself and talking to a bunch of friends in the room, and we're sitting here having a good old time. And so that's what it's about, you know. So you shouldn't feel nervous or scared about this, because at the end of the day, you're literally looking at yourself, having a conversation with yourself, talking to people who might come in and comment and engage a little bit, and then ultimately you're going to build a community. And as you build that community, people are going to come and engage with you more. So that's what this is all about. Don't feel nervous, scared, or shy about it. And then ultimately, as you really grow and you're doing something just really phenomenal, essentially, you will see where you'll be able to offer other solutions to people. You want to be intentional about how you do this. And so that's what this is all about. Let me drink some water. I'm going to get started. You guys will see in real time. We are going to continue to grow and build community. So thank you all for being here. I'm not going to stay forever. You know, YouTube will send my signal out shortly, and people know I am here. We're going live. So I'm not going to stay forever, but what I will do is make sure that I'm able to answer some questions. And if you have questions for me, feel free to comment. So we have a few friends that are joining. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you all joining. Let me get my comments. Go ahead and put hello, so I know you're here in the chat. Let me know you're here. And then my moderator, her name is Yes Michelle Crochet. She may come on in as well. So just know you're going to get support. She is awesome. If you are not connected with her, please follow her. She is awesome with helping you with your YouTube channel, building it up, making sure that it's optimized for you, thinking strategically about what you want to do, how to make sure you're reaching the right audience, and how you ultimately are branding yourself. So that's what it's all about. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining. If you are new to my live, I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. We're going to talk about let's start our go live, our live host era, okay? I want you guys to think strategically about what does it mean to be a live host. So go ahead, like the live, comment, tell me hello that you're here. And then if you don't mind, can I be mod? I gotta get to know you first. We got hello friend. we gotta get to know each other. I gotta see how you would mod. But I do have a moderator. Her name is Yes Michelle Crochets. And so make sure you also subscribe. If you are not a subscriber, then how do I make you a moderator? So come on in, friend. My name is Aloma. Is that Alma? Alma. Is that it? Alma? Thank you so much. I am 9. Alma, you can't be a mod. Are you really 9? Are you really 9? You write so well for a 9-year-old. But no, if you really are 9, then you have to be, I'm a bully at school. Okay. You know what, friend? I'm going to have to say, no, I can't let you be a moderator then. Well, come on in. Make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe if you have not done so already. This is our growth season. We are all growing, and we're going to start our Go Live host season, okay? So I want you guys to be live hosts. Joking. I appreciate you, friend. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming on in. You said I am nice. Hello, friend. Hi. Thank you so much for commenting. You know, we had a lively chat earlier. There was a lot of people who were commenting. I so appreciate the comments. Some of the comments went a little too off topic, so we got to stay on topic. So I appreciate you. I'm the top of the class. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. So come on in. Now we are a professional channel. That's what this is. It's a professional channel because we are talking all things. I love your curls. Thank you so much. The passion twist. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You said I am on 5th grade. On or in? Now you might be right about your age. Thank you so much, friend. But yeah, that's what it is. How are you? I am doing great. Thank you for commenting, Martin. Appreciate you. So this live is this title, Start Our Live Host Era. Okay? So honestly, that's where I'm in. I'm in my live host era. That's what I'm doing. I appreciate you joining, friends. Thank you all who are saying hi. I appreciate you all coming in. I appreciate you supporting the live. Thank you so much, Alma, as well, for all the comments. I appreciate it. So what we're going to do, I want you guys to make sure that you are supporting the live. Ask questions. We're going to talk intentionally about going live. You guys know if you are so what do I do in this channel? So what do you do in this channel? This particular channel, I go live twice a day. I go live at 10 a.m. and at 4 p.m. Eastern. So we're at my 4 p.m. time. And so I've been doing this for essentially about almost 4 months that I've been going live on a consistent basis. And so what I talk about is the go live journey, going live, live streaming, and then ultimately how do you build your brand? How do you create, essentially identify your target audience, your right audience, and then how do you deliver a message where you're adding value and then ultimately creating a solution for people who are looking for your support, whether it is you have a physical product, digital product, your consultations, your coaching, your mentorship, whatever you're offering, I'm teaching you how to do that. So when I say start your live host era, I'm talking very intentionally about how to become a successful live host as you create the marketing, the branding for your services that you want to offer. And so that's what I want to do. That's what I'm doing here on this channel. And that's what I've been doing. What the what? That's why I said, friend, this is a professional channel. We are doing big things. This is really cool and helpful. You are so welcome, friend. And so as I do this, I have conversations. And then what I do ultimately is that I co-stream. I will go on TikTok. I have an audience over there as well. I'm building the audience here. This becomes a playlist. So as I'm talking and I'm sharing information, giving little gems and tips on what you should be doing, you can come back and look at the playlist. Okay, so this playlist is recorded. And are you a nurse? No, I'm not a nurse. I'm a doctor, but not an MD, a PhD. So not a nurse though. But with that, I am helping you understand how to make sure that you're building your community in a very intentional way. So if you go to my channel, look at my description, click my link in my bio, you can get some more information. I have some free things in there, my Overthinking to Action Guide. I also am an affiliate for the Ultimate Branding course. So how do you brand yourself and leverage digital marketing to support you when it comes to being an affiliate, brand deals, memberships, social media platforms, the others. YouTube is a search engine. I tell people that all the time. A lot of people miss that point. This is not necessarily your traditional social media. This is a search engine. So people search for content like videos and want to come here to see people put a video out there. And then when it comes to, thank you so much, Frank, I'm going to have to make sure we put you in a little bit of a timeout. I just had to do that, friend. Thank you so much. But sometimes the comments get to the point where you're like, okay, now we got to go in a timeout because we got to stay focused. But with that, I also have other materials in there where you can learn how to live stream effectively. My beginner bundle to support you with developing digital marketing resources and how do you create solutions for your audience. And then ultimately, when it comes to getting the bundle, you also get put in my Instagram group chat. So I have a separate group over there as well to help people with building their community. You said that's cool. Thank you so much, Gilbert. Appreciate you, friend. So let me know where you guys are from. Let me know if you have questions. I am literally about to go live on TikTok because I go live over there as well. I'm going to go live over there. And then ultimately, we're going to get to talking and chatting. And as you guys have questions, just put them in the chat. I'm going to try my best to make sure I am balanced in both live streams. And then, like I said, I make this a playlist. So there's things I'm going to say about TikTok, things that you might want to, leverage. I like YouTube because YouTube to me is the long game. As you're building your community, as you're growing your channel, as you are engaging with people, you have this ability to create these recordings. They become playlists and people can come back and look at them. On TikTok, when it comes to monetization, you can monetize quicker. There's a faster pathway forward on that. YouTube, the monetization within the platform is slower, so you got to be engaged and just stay committed to the process. However, your content is evergreen, so people can click a link, click click your link in your bio, click your description. They can get to content and other information from you quite simply if they're searching for that. So you got to make sure your SEO and your page is optimized. So there's some things you need to do on the front end and ongoing to make sure you are able to connect with your community on YouTube. TikTok, you can do it by live streaming. People can easily get to your stuff pretty quickly. So just a different way of operating. I like them both, but I just say that so that you guys kind of understand a little bit of where I come from with these conversations. I do have a moderator. She'll stop in on occasion. Her name is Yes Michelle Crochets. Connect with her. Go to her channel. Subscribe. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel already, subscribe to my channel. And then also make sure you set the alarm and then click the like button too, so I know you're here and you like the channel as well. And then that way we can continue to grow, and you can get more information from me as time goes on. I don't gatekeep, so I say a lot of stuff right here and you're like, wait a minute, she just said that. And a lot of people will pick up on some of the stuff I'm dropping, so I'm like, and they like, you know what, you did say that. So I do drop a lot of gems, so feel free to connect with me and let me know if you have questions too along the way. All right, friends, we are going to get started in just a few moments. We are going to talk all things going live. Let me know if you need if you have questions and you need help along the way. Thank you all for coming in. This is my go live, and let's start our live host era. That's what I've been doing, you all. Come on in, friends. We're getting started in just a second. This is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you joining the live. This is my live at 4 p.m. So this live is really built for my friends who are nervous, scared, shy. You don't have confidence in your live ability, but I want you to start your live host era, okay? Thank you so much for that, hello. I want you to start your live host era. I want you to feel confident about doing this. I want you to go live with confidence and ease. And then ultimately, if you're nervous, scared, shy, introverted, any of those things, you still can go live and build that confidence as you go. You don't have to search for perfection. I tell people all the time, practice makes progress. You are not looking to do this overnight. It is something that you're going to grow as time goes on, and you're going to become more confident and at ease with your ability to do it. So just know that this is a process, okay? And so as you are talking to your community, they will start resonating with your message. And your message could be anything that you're passionate about. So don't feel as if you have to have everything decided and determined from day one. It could be that you talk about hobby or interest, or you talk about your go live journey, okay? So people feel like, okay, you know what? She's new, but I'm even newer. And I like the fact that you're sharing this information with me. How you doing, Coach Laurie? Thank you so much for being here. Other friends who are coming into the room, I appreciate you joining. 50 Plus Fab, thank you so much for being here. I'm just getting started. So this is my go live, and we're gonna start our live host era, okay? That's what it is. And I'm in my live hosting era, okay? That's what I call it. JC, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all. So again, this is my 4 o'clock, and we're going to talk and chat it up, friends. So if you are new to my live on the YT, go ahead and put in the chat, say new. And if you're a subscriber and you're already been here before, put that in the chat too, so I know you're back again. Thank you all who are joining the live. I know some of you are new to my live, so come on in. We're going to get started in a second. Aries girl, how are you, friend? Jonah, thank you so much. SP, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your hurdle. SP, thank you for liking the live. Is that the SP from yesterday, SP? I think you want to change your name back to Stacy. Have a good day, miss. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you all who are in the live. We're going to get started in just a second. I always tell my friends who are joining, Miss Treetop, appreciate your friend for being here. I always tell my friends who are here, let me know if you're new, put it in the comments. And then what I will say, here's what I will say. I'll always give you feedback because I want you guys to think very strategically about your live journey. So we're talking about starting your live host era. So that's what I'm in now. And then we're going to talk in a sense of making sure you are tan blessed. Thank you so much, friend. We're going to talk in a sense of making sure you can go live with confidence and ease. So if you are someone, Ms. Treetop, if you are new to going live, let me know if you're new. How you doing, Coach Miss Jessie? I'm sorry, Just Fabulous. How are you, friend? Come on in. Thank you so much for being here. And so if you are new, let me know. We're going to get started in a second. Put that in the chat. So this is where you can offer, you can ask questions. This is that type of room. We'll get people to come in. People are going to come and go People are going to sit with us for a little bit while. I have my returners that are come by. Hey everybody, like just fabulous. Thank you so much, friend. So we'll have some different people pop in and pop out. But know this is a safe space where you can ask questions as a newbie. Okay. I don't want you to feel like, okay, what is all this about? Why is this person on the screen talking? What are they talking about? I could never, ever, ever do this. I don't want you to do that. I want you to feel confident and ease that you can pick up whatever at whatever point you want to and start being a live host. Okay, it does not have to be certain people, certain personalities. No, any and all of us can do this. So I always say that. So I want you to feel confident about how you can engage in this process and monetize. That's essentially what's going to happen because you're going to monetize whether you are a live host, a TikTok shop affiliate, or you are just making sure you're branding yourself and you have a particular product or service you want to offer. You can do it and reach your audience this way. I need to hear this. I love that. That's what I'm here for. Thank you for coming to my live today. Did you enjoy it? I always enjoy your live, friend. Your live is lively. It is just that. It is lively. I appreciate that. So yeah, so when I get off my live, I always have a to-do list. And so when I'm doing my engagement, I'm able to sit and I'm trying to multitask. So I'm doing like two or three things at a time. I did have a meeting this afternoon, so I wasn't able to stay as long as I wanted to. And so every time I come to your live, I enjoy it. I had a good time. So we'll talk offline because I was about to say I know you're bringing in some new products. I'm selling lots of accessories. Yes, your accessories are good, and I know you're bringing in some new products too. So I'm interested to see what your new lineup's going to be too. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. And then the other thing that we'll talk about it because I was about to say the other thing that I noted in my shop journey is the shipping. The shipping is like a big barrier for me too. You're excited about your new products. So shipping is a big thing. And so I think that's where with your new products and stuff, you'll see the shipping costs come down too. I don't know if that's, well, maybe I'm making an assumption. Good to see you. How you doing, Per Mom? Appreciate your friend coming on in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you joining the live. Tan Blessed. Let me know. You said you needed to hear this. What exactly is your go live experience? Have you gone live before? Are you saying you needed to hear this because you know what, you've been curious about this process, but you don't know what all the bells and whistles and all the things are on the screen? Let me know if you need that type of guidance because I typically do walk through some of this stuff and then I'll walk through the engagement process too. So I'm happy to answer questions. I don't want you to feel like, you know what, you went to a room and nobody answers your questions. You're like, what is that particular thing? And that button. I need to learn how to be a TikTok shop affiliate. Oh, we can talk about that too. I can share some tips and strategies for that as well. So do you already have shop or are you wanting to get shop? I need to get a microphone. Yes, you could. Go back and listen to your recordings. I don't think your voice is low. I don't know if you need a microphone. Because you know what, you have a voice that projects. So I don't know if you need a microphone. I think it's a nice to have, but I don't think you need one. You're laughing at me. I was like, you talk. Your voice does project, friend. How you doing, Nika Grace? I saw you come in, friend. Thank you so much. Want to get it. You want to get it. Okay. Here's how you get it. Let's talk through that, friend. I'm going to give you the breakdown. Oh, you're so let me ask a couple questions just for clarity perspective. Is this your only account? Do you have another account? Maybe ask that question first. And then with this particular account, let's see. Tan Bless is asking about TikTok shop. Jesus Joy Costume Jewelry Lover, and then it got cut off. And so I don't know why my bios get cut off on me. I probably would have to look at another my tablet or something to be able to fully see the bios. But here's what I will say. So answer the question about, is this your only account? How you doing, Alex? Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Bella, veganista. You know what, friend? Bella, how was your live? You put in the Discord that you were about to go live, and I kid you not, as soon as you put that in, I got a phone call, and I did not get a chance to get to the live. And when I went back, you were already off. I'm assuming you were already off because you shared your live. And so um, I want to see your live. So what is your live talking about for shop? I think it must have been shop because you sent it through the Discord. So what is your focus? Is it I don't know why I'm thinking like food. Is it food? Is it products? Is it like home lifestyle? Um, that is okay. I go live again tonight. Okay, awesome, awesome. I'm gonna try my best. What time? I'm gonna try my best to pop in because I'm trying to do. You guys know I'm trying to pick up my engagement. I've been traveling. I've been not busy. I've been super busy, and I have not been able to do the engagement. The shop stuff is taking up a lot of my time too. So I'm trying to build up my engagement. 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, that should work. That should work. That should be work. I have a webinar and it should be off by then, and then I'm gonna engage and I'm gonna pop in. I'm a pop in friend. Thank you so much. My friend Tam Bless Health and Wellness. Okay, health and wellness. Okay, good, good, good. Yes, so that's helpful for me because I'm doing the supplements and some health and wellness stuff too. I'm a lukewarm. I'm lukewarm about it. I was doing tech products at first. I think I like my tech products. I think I do, guys. I think I really do. I'm trying to embrace it. I'm trying to give it a chance. It's only been, I think this is gonna be week 3. It's either 3 or 4. I have to look at it. Look at a calendar. I didn't do the week I was on that vacation. So it's my jury's out on me. I'm trying to put it in the Discord in advance. Okay, I'll try to put it in the Discord in advance. Okay, that's fine. No, when you sent the reminder, that was helpful. I saw it. And I was like, oh, I think I wanna not that I think I wanna engage. Then the phone call happened, like shortly thereafter. I added some tech products that I use. Okay, okay, that's a good. So you're doing kind of a mixture of the two. That's true. Okay, I didn't do a mixture. I probably could. I probably could stand to add some more of my tech products. So that's an interesting approach. I'll try to make it a little bit more um, themed. I guess that's the way I would say it. Yeah, thank you all who are coming in. Let me answer some questions. So, Tan Bless, let me answer your original question about getting TikTok Shop. So here's what I will tell you. So if in fact and if you wrote something that said you are a new account, I'm gonna this is your only account. I'm assuming I'm just gonna go with that assumption. I don't see it um in the chat, so I'm gonna assume that you said that this is your only account and you just started. And so there's a couple things you want to do to get TikTok Shop. Okay, so that's what we're talking about a little bit. Yes, because people have asked what I use to start to create my mini kitchen studio. Oh, I need to see your live. Look at you. I was like, okay, let me come see your live, your mini kitchen studio. Yes, I'm gonna see this. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, friend. So that's a good point. I'm assuming my only account in TikTok said I can go live. Okay, that's good. You need to press the go live button. It is mini. Now I'm really intrigued. What do you mean by it's mini? What I'm picturing, like now I'm picturing little mini figurines, but that's not what you're talking about. I don't think, is it? You said it is mini, Lisa, Dr. Lisa. So no, I'll come by today and see it. You know, I went to Rose. I went to her live. You laughing? She said, "What the mini?" She said, "It's mini." I went to Rose and she had a nice little setup where she was doing the air fryer. You know, I have the air fryer too, the Tefal air fryer. And I was thinking about going live with it. I'm not gonna go live with it. I'm just gonna stay. I'm gonna stay with the content. So I fulfill the content for them. I don't think I can go live with that air fryer. Cause I was thinking like so I would actually have to do it now where my little guy is at preschool and he is not at the house in the way, because I would have to set up my kitchen and angle myself in the kitchen so I'm not, I'm showing where, my prep station is and cooking and stuff. And I could do it, to be honest with you, I could do it. But I was like, you know what, that's just too much, y'all. That's too much. So I didn't. So I think I need to come to see yours. I saw Rose's. Hers was a nice setup too. It was very focused. You know, kind of how like right now you only see a certain circumference around me. You don't see my whole room. Similar. She was like on her stove top. She had the air fryer. She was cooking in that space, and so she had I do have the tripod stand for my tablet, so I could use that. So that could be an option. I do have my lighting, so I could bring one of my lights down and have that shining. So I could create a little studio. I could. I was just like, that's just too much hassle. And then have the laptop down there and just have it all set up. I could really do it. I'm still debating. The jury's still out. I'm still debating on if I want to go that far and set up like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, my friend Tam Bless asked the question. Come on in, friends. TikTok. She asked the question about how to set up TikTok. TikTok gave us the Daily Harmony, y'all. We just gonna ignore TikTok and all its extraness. TikTok is always extraing me. Knowing darn well, my friends, y'all come in, y'all already got y'all daily heart me. Thank you, Nika Grace. Thank you, Susie Q. I appreciate your friends. Y'all the ones that have saved the daily heart me's for this live. I appreciate you. You said finally. TikTok does too much to me. TikTok knows y'all come in and y'all get y'all daily heart meals already. You know, whatever TikTok. Okay, so let me talk about. Okay, so Tan Blessed. A couple things I want you to keep in mind. You asked about how to get TikTok Shop. You have 120 followers. So TikTok Shop, to become a TikTok Shop affiliate, you have to have 1,000 followers. Okay, I will come back on my other account. Thank you so much, friend. TikTok be trying to get around. You don't understand my supporters. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. TikTok be trying me. Thank you so much, Coach Miss Jesse. So, thank you for coming in, getting that daily heart me. How you doing, friend? Come on in. Thank you so much. Here's what I will say. So you have to have 1,000 followers to get the TikTok Shop affiliate program. It's the pilot program. And you said I saved it. Thank you so much. I see y'all. Appreciate y'all coming back. Phenomenal. Thank you so much. I think I saw you come in. Hello, friends from Nigeria. Thank you so much for being here. My friend on the YT. You know, guys know I co-stream, so they're coming over saying hello. Thank you so much. How you doing, Flavor Favorite Nails? Thank you so much for coming in, friend. So I see the smile. Thank you so much for being here. So what I will tell you is, okay, we only need 3 more heart meets, so we'll see what happens. Appreciate you all coming in. You guys are doing the thing. We're gonna show TikTok today. No, I'm not, friend. I am from Orlando, Florida. Appreciate you being here. Okay, so here's what I would say. So to get TikTok Shop, a couple things you're gonna have to do. You are going to have to, first of all, be a little bit diligent with increasing your followers. So that's going to be the first step. My friend Coach Miss Jessie, she can kind of tell you that. I asked the question about, is this your only account? Do you have an account already? I asked that on purpose because I wanted to make sure if you had another account, then there's probably a quicker path forward to get a second account to get TikTok Shop access than the first one. The first one feels a little bit longer. It is a little longer because it really is getting as close to 1,000 followers as possible. There are some people who will get it earlier, and I'll talk through that. So you might get it under 1,000, but for the most part, most people get it 1,000. It's actually over 1,000. It's like 1,200. You see, where most people will unlock the access. We look at their TikTok is not smarter than us. There we go. I appreciate that, friend. TikTok will not smart us. It tries, but it will not do it, friends. It will not do it. You guys got me. She will. Okay, I am back as my new account. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. You said she will. Yes. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that daily heart me. Thank you so much. She will. You are leadership. That's who this is. This is Michelle. Um, are you're using She Will to get TikTok Shop? Is that's the purpose of this new account? Let me know. I think that's the case. So Tan Blessed, I hope you're still in the room. I'm gonna keep referring to you, friend, because you asked about how to get TikTok Shop. I don't think you're in the room anymore. But if you are still in the room, put a comment in the chat. Thank you all for coming in, moving my teaching lives here. Okay, okay. And then what's the other account going to be? Is that other account going to be your TikTok Shop? Let me know if that's the case. I believe that's what you're saying. Thank you all for coming into the live. I appreciate you. 2 more heart me's. We'll get it. 2 more heart me's. TikTok, I know you trying me, but that's okay. We're gonna get it, friend. Um, so let me just talk. So really quickly, I don't know if my friend is still in the room, but I'll just run through this for anybody else. Thank you so much, Spiritual Soul. Appreciate your friend coming on in. Anybody else who was looking to get TikTok shop, what I'm gonna do is kind of run through quick things that you want to do and keep in mind. Part of it is your growth strategy. So you got to make sure you have followers. So we always talk about going to those other rooms, those engagement rooms, those rooms where a lot of that are room in the chat is chatting, a lot of followers, 200 plus people maybe in the room at the time. You are going to go in those rooms and you're going to engage. Okay, so you're going to try to build your followers. Some of that is a challenge because you're dealing with a couple of issues where people may not follow you back. People, people you need to watch for the type of people in the room. Maybe they are bots or people who have what am I trying to say? People who accounts may get banned, so you gotta get remove banned accounts. All that stuff you gotta kind of pay attention to. So we'll talk through that. Yes, why am I renaming her? Okay, yes, why I'm renaming it her merchant. Gotcha. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's part of the brand. I like that. I love that. Yeah, that could work. I probably would have some suggestions to make it a little bit more TikTok shop aligned. But yeah, that could definitely work. Follow, then unfollow. Yeah, they follow and then unfollow. Yes, that happens too. Did we get it? I think we got it. Yay, we got it. TikTok, we did that. Did that thing, y'all. Appreciate that. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Appreciate your friend. Trisha, I was about to ask, you do have the other account too. Um, which one is the higher number account? Is this one or the other one? Let me know. And are you also doing shop? Is kind of the goal for you to do shop on one page? How you doing, Brianna? Thank you so much. This one, this one. So you're looking at growing this one, and are you gonna try to do TikTok shop as well? Thank you so much. I'm appreciating. I see you're posting a lot more, friend. If you're just coming in, we have less than 10 minutes to get one more. Thank you so much, Nika. Appreciate the support, friend. We did that. You said, yeah. Say more. Why use TikTok and branding since they are not my customer? Oh, I thought you were saying you were going to be doing TikTok shop with the other page, the her merchant. That's what I thought you were saying. But if that's not your intent, that's fine. That's totally fine. Can I ask a few questions? Sure, sure. I want to get shop on the other one. Okay, gotcha. Good afternoon. How you doing, Miss TT? Shoppable videos and lives. Okay, so here's what happens. The brands and the sellers, they see you as a TikTok shop affiliate, and so part of your branding could be in your name, in or in your bio, that you are a TikTok shop affiliate. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's something that you might want to consider. And so because you have that um, there, they instantly know you to be TikTok Shop affiliate. And then the other thing, and I say I'm going to say this out loud because Live Legion, she kind of brought this to our attention in terms of having that in your name because if you also have your email, you'll get emails from those different sellers to promote their products. So you'll get collaboration deals, collab deals. And so they reach out to you via email as well. So at any given moment, especially when I go live and I'm posting a little bit more content lately, um, I get maybe 3 to 4 emails a day from different collab deals. Now, not all of them are quality or anything of interest, but I do get them. And I think a lot of it is because it's the name recognition in my TikTok, my Dr. Lisa shops. It says TikTok shop finds. And so little things like that. And then obviously I have TikTok shop in my bio, TikTok shop live host time and date and stuff like that. So, and in my email. So it's quite apparent I'm a TikTok shop affiliate. There's no guessing as opposed to other people's accounts. If you don't have that level of branding and communication that you're putting out there, sellers don't know necessarily. So you may not get the same reach. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you do, if I need to explain that further. So yes, when orange heart is grayed out, what does that mean? And when you have a heart with a number in it. So when it's grayed out, that means that you have not been here in the last 7 days. And that means you need to reclaim the orange heart. And then the number represents the level that you're at. And so one dash, I'm trying to think of the order, but if you click the heart, the question mark in there, it tells you, it gives you a breakdown. Essentially, the levels, those levels represent um, those notches, like 1, 2, 3, 4 notches, represents a block of levels that you're at. So 1 through 9, I think it is, and then 9 through 19, and then 19 through 20 through 29 is the different levels. So that's how it's denoted. So just know that those are the blocks of levels that you're in. So if you're in the first 9, I believe, level, that's what it represents. Somebody can go back and correct me if I'm wrong about the levels that I kind of outlined. But yes, the daily harmony. Yep. So yeah, okay. So yes. Did I hit a invite? I might have, my finger might have hit somebody by accident. Hello everyone, how you doing? Yeah, I want the type of customers using me over other TikTok shop. So differentiator. Yes, using you over TikTok shop because you have products that are not TikTok shop products, or using, what do you have, Amazon? You have your own website? Is that what you mean? What do you mean by that? You are okay. I have 11 in my heart. So that's a 1 and 2. So that means that you are part of. You've been here a minute, friend. You have been here a minute. You are level 10. So essentially that's what it is. So yeah, so it must be 1 through 9 is marks one number. Roman numerals, that's what they are, Roman numeral numbers. And then 2 is Roman numeral 2. So you've been here from 10 through 19 would be the 2 mark. So you've leveled up to 10. Look at you, friend. Yes. Yeah, so yeah, that's what it is. Thank you so much, friend. TikTok is actually how they explain it now, but that's what it means. I will focus on specific TikTok products that help with nervous system regulation for women in biz. Okay, okay. So, so she will. What you want to do, and it's totally up to you. Because not everybody follows these rules. If you have only a set, if you have specific products, sellers that you are going to work with, and you're not going to expand or look at other products that you might want to bring into your showcase, then you're right. I wouldn't, what I'm talking about with the whole TikTok shop stuff doesn't apply to you. But if you know you want to expand to other brands, other sellers, other products, brands too, then I would say maybe. And then I would tell you to put your email in your bio as well, because again, that's how they're going to reach you. And then if you want to be very selective, based on who you want to look at, then you can be selective. You can ignore some emails, you can respond some emails, you can get the notifications, the system notifications that share different collab deals and stuff. So it really is up to you. But I would just say, when you have it in your name that you are a TikTok TTS or whatever you want to use, then those collaborators, those brands, they see that instantly. They know that. They know what that means. Okay. You do page audits. I do page audits. I do, actually. It's part of one of my subscriptions. So if you become a subscriber, friend, you can click the premium subscription. I'll do a page audit. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I'll set up new email for this week. Okay. Yep, that's it. Yep. Hey Doc, how you doing? How you doing, friend? So yes, so my friend here, she responded via email. Can I talk about that a little bit? Let me know if I can talk about it. I'll give you a little bit of context, because we talked about this earlier in my live yesterday. And so when you sent your message, I felt a little bit more compelled to answer, because normally sometimes I just give a quick answer, but then when I looked at your page, I looked at her page and I was like, let me give her a little bit more answer. And then I was curious, what was your violation for? I didn't want to ask on the chat, but you can let me know if you want to answer here. If you don't want to answer, you ain't got to answer. I'm totally fine with that. But why they didn't keep you in the agency? And what agency was it? I had questions, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna bombard them with questions. How you doing, friend? Though, thank you for popping in. Um, Thank you so much. You know, people engage with my content too, so that's where my friend is. Just Shonda. Thank you so much for being here, friend. So we were talking about TikTok shop a little bit, so I was going to give a little bit more context. Thank you for answering my question. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't have a moderator, so I answer all questions. I'm talking to you all, and so I'm here for you all. So feel free to continue to ask questions. Let me know if you have any more questions. And like I said, um, through my subscriptions, you can get more support. I'm going to do a subscriber only live next Wednesday. I would have done it today, but I have that webinar that's happening today, so I couldn't fit it in. And then, yeah, the webinar was the main conflict, so I just couldn't fit it all in. So I'm going to do, and then tomorrow I have shop going on, so I just couldn't fit it all in. So next Wednesday, I am going to do my subscriber only live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And then if you're part of my Instagram group chat, you can get access because we're going to do our Zoom meeting. I need to send that email out today. So I'm going to send that email out today so that the group knows that that's happening on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. On Sunday is my Instagram group meeting. So you guys don't know, my people who know, they know. They know. If you know, you know. Thank you. Hey, let's see. These agencies are a mess. That I would agree. Some of them, yeah. Nika Grace, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you popping back in. So yeah, it depends on yeah. I was with the agency, so I left one, and you know, at the end of the day, I just didn't. There were a couple red flags on the early onset, and then as time went on, I was like, you know what, this is not what I want to do. I'm not going to continue with the agency. So I ended up leaving the agency. So I officially left in May. So my last day, because you have to do a 30-day notice afterwards. And so I did the 30-day notice, and then I'm officially done. And so today's webinar is actually a webinar focused on how to become an agent. And so I've submitted an application and heard back. So TikTok is being shady on that too. But I'm gonna ask questions in this webinar. So that's what I'm doing this afternoon, you all. That's why we nominate Doctor. I wish it was just as simple as y'all nominate me and then all of a sudden it happens. But no, this is a drawn out process. Um, can I just take a picture instead of doing a video of my TikTok products? For TikTok shop. Let me just understand. That's what we're talking about, friend. Thank you so much for the follow, Tasha. Thank you so much. I just let me make sure I understand the question. Yes. Can you just take a picture instead of doing a video? No. I I would say the answer is no. You got to promote the product. And said no. Nika said no too. Nika, you don't even do TikTok shopping. You saying no. That was funny. He's like, no. No. So Nika would be a customer. And so she's saying it from a customer perspective. It's not a picture app. No, it's not a picture app. No. And when you talk about a product and promoting it, you really do have to show like the features and benefits of the product. So you just have a picture on the screen, then people really don't get a sense of all what's offered in the product. You can do a voiceover, you can do all the things, but it still does not have the same impact. And so what TikTok? Let me just preface this because I don't want to say no as in it can't be done. The answer is yes, it can be done. The answer is yes, you could. Now, is that the way to do it? No. Not for TikTok shop. Thank you so much, friend. So, and obviously it can be done in a sense too, because TikTok has actually updated the app. So when you add a picture, the picture can become a movable, not a movable picture, a video type image. So if you had some effects on the picture, you can make the picture actually spin and flip too. So there's some creative things you can do with a photo. So I don't want to diminish the fact that you couldn't be creative with the photo. But again, it's that TikTok shop. The answer is no. So I'm just saying, you would be better off by doing a picture. And what I did yesterday, actually for the past two lives, haven't I? I think my last two 4 o'clocks have been TikTok shop conversations, and I've actually shown kind of a way that I do video clips, and I make those clips, and they make a video. Okay, so do I need to do that again? Let me know if I need to do that for you, friend. I will do it for you. If I need to showcase how to use some quick clips. So the same concept of you, I sent you the information on gift limits to your Insta. Okay, I'm gonna go check. You know what? I didn't get a chance to check Insta before I came over here today. You said yes. Okay, so I'm gonna show you real quick how to do it. I'm gonna show you. I'm pausing. Okay, I'll do it. I'm pausing because I'm gonna show you real quick. I usually co-stream, so I'm co-streaming on my YT. So I gotta come off my YT. So I'm gonna show you though. I'll show you. Um, Let me get my setup. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Fran. Phenomenal. So you were saying you sent it to my Instagram. I haven't had a chance to check, but essentially you were saying what we talked about earlier, the coins, how to create a coin limit. Um, I got a spam call that came in. How to create the coin limit. I think that's what you're talking about. You sent that to my Instagram. Thank you so much for that. That's helpful. And then I'll look at it, and then tomorrow I can talk about it a little bit more intentionally with everybody. But essentially, this morning we were talking about Phenomenal came up, and she gave, you know what, you named yourself intentionally Phenomenal. Because you really did get some phenomenal information about battles and just the overall concept behind it, which I just thought that was really good because we needed to hear that. We really did need to hear that because at the end of the day, um, it's important for us to understand just the whole battle concept from a person who's battled and a person who is supports battles as a high engager. And so I think that was helpful for me just to hear your perspective of it, and obviously bring in the human context to it too, because you're doing it because you said it's a form of entertainment for you. You don't you acknowledge the costs and acknowledge how much it does cost to engage in that type of activity here on TikTok, and recognizing that because of that, you're very cognizant of how you do it. So I think that was really good. You shared some great information this morning. Yes, she did. She absolutely did. I appreciate that. Yep. I got to against volume from live room to live room. I got to adjust volume from live room to live room. Really, really? Okay. Because of your phone or because is my voice? I talk too low. I need to talk louder. Let me know if I need to, if it's a me thing. But yeah, that was really. You said I'm on the team. Like I said, Phenomenal gave a great perspective, just understanding. Obviously, she goes live, and so because of her live room, she's able to get rewards. She's collecting diamonds, and she'll exchange those, and then ultimately use that to support when she battles too. But again, she's also being aware that it is something you need to budget and understand your budget. So she was talking about a little bit about you can set a budget for your coins, and then she even gave the nugget, and I know Nika caught this. She gave the nugget about being able to put in your backpack what type of gifts you want to give. So it makes it a little bit more efficient, but it also makes you cognizant of what you're about to spend because you're pinning those gifts when you're battling, so you could pin those in the backpack. So I appreciate you sharing that. That was some good information that we all needed to hear, especially from a battle perspective. Not that this is a battle room, so we don't hear that all the time. Some folks are loud in other rooms, hurts my ears. I like your volume. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. Thank you so much, friend. So I was gonna share. You said I wasn't here. Yes, yeah. You had stepped out. I think you had stepped out maybe because your live was about to start. That's probably why. But yeah, she popped on maybe in the last 15 minutes of my live, 15 20 minutes. She shared that update. So yeah, it was a good perspective. It really was. Because again, she's a level 31, not for no reason, y'all. I'm just gonna say that. She is putting in that TikTok work, a little bit of that money too. Okay. So she's doing a thing though. That's what's most important. So she is doing her thing. Yes. So she was sharing. So really quickly recap. She said one thing that I want to know is that if you click your backpack, in your backpack you can pin the type of gifts that you want to give in a battle. That's in the backpack. So phenomenal. Let me know if I'm wrong on that one, but I think that's what I heard you say. So that's something that you can do to be cognizant of that. She talked about in some of the bigger rooms, you got to be careful about sending. My friend, thank you for the roses, Miss Coco. She said about sending the roses instead of like donuts higher, donuts and above. So she was saying how those need to be pinned. So there's some other things that she was just sharing in terms of battle etiquette and understanding the whole battling process. But then also she shared just being a person that she says she's single, and yes, exclusive gifts can't be pinned. Exclusive gifts can't be pinned. So that's good to know. So just know that it's the regular gifts, not the exclusive gifts. And so just hearing that from a person, she says she's single, she doesn't have kids, she doesn't have all the other obligations. So for her, battling was something that she just enjoys doing. She does it for special occasions. She will go to some of the other rooms and support some of those other teams and stuff. But she recognizes that it is something that you need to budget and to be mindful of your budget, because there are, as you grow in your level, there are gifts that you can send that other people can't send. And then if you become part of a team, there's probably even a little bit of not, I'm not gonna say an expectation, but just know that that's something that people may look to you for you to be able to do if you're part of a team, because you're a higher level in terms of your gifting, your engagement. And then recognizing that as you do this, you can use TikTok has a feature under when you recharge for coins that you can set a limit, and it'll send you a notification if you exceed your limit. So that's what she said, shared with me on Insta. So I'm gonna go there and look at it. But she shared that feature is there and shared where it was at. It's not something I see all the time because obviously I'm using exchange and not just the coin feature. So she said it's something that's there. Yeah, it kills roses and pennies, penny gifts, the power of gloves, etc. Yes. Yes, thank you so much for that. So that was some of the things she shared. Let me know if I missed anything, but it really was helpful just to hear from a high engager's perspective on these whole battling TikTok street and how she got into it. I mean, essentially she got into it, I think you said like February or so. You had started getting into battling a little bit more, and then she started growing her room in the last few months or so as well. So she's on a growth trajectory, but recognizing that a lot of it is just part of her strategy here. So battling is included as well as her live room. Fella, you covered it. Started posting in February. There we go, friend. I'll be listening. I'll be listening to y'all. I'm listening to y'all, what y'all tell me to do. I hear it. I hear it loud and clear. So I will say your trajectory at 5K, you hit the 5K. She's doing a celebration. Celebration for 5K is when? Is it tomorrow? Tell me when you said it was going to be. Friday? Put it in the chat. Tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Did I say that right? 6 p.m. Eastern. There we go. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. So you can go to her profile. She has a live event that you can register in advance if you want to get a reminder. And so she talked about that as well. So I hear you, friend. It's supposed to be a lively event. It's a celebration. She is celebrating a couple different things, hitting her 5K. She's supposed to be doing a battle because that's going to be part of her. She is part of, did you say GQ? I think you said GQ. GQ graduation battle. She's going to be doing, it's going to be a time. She said it's going to be a time. She's going to have a Nigerian performer come in. He's going to be singing on the live. She's trying to punch it all, put it all in. She's going to try to do all that in an hour. So come to the live and you can enjoy this festivity. All the festivities. Appreciate you sharing that. Phenomenal. Thank you so much for today. My friend Brina, is that it, Brina? Brenna. Wow. You said wow. You said yes. Yes, all that is happening. So she is doing it up 6 o'clock tomorrow Eastern. And so I hope people are prompt. She said, I hope they prompt. Come on time. Because she got all this stuff planned on. She got to pack it all in an hour. So y'all be on time. So yes, that's what it's all about. Yes, so I was gonna share with you all. Thank you all for tapping the screen, sharing the lives as well in comments. Appreciate all the support. So I'm gonna share. You're driving rich auntie vibe. You giving rich auntie vibe. Is that what she doing? The rich auntie in terms of her her level 31 in her festivities bonanza. Is that it? That she's doing, yes, that's rich auntie. It's funny because I was for the longest, so you figure her vibe, it is, that is her vibe. I was for the longest in my household the one that didn't have kids, as well as I lived I lived the childless life. I was living outside the state because I lived in Florida. I'm originally from Illinois. I was the aunt that would fly in and come visit and bring gifts. I was that aunt because all my siblings, I have three siblings, and they all had kids pretty young, and so I didn't have kids. They probably had kids. I think my daughter is maybe 6 or 7 years younger than their oldest, than their kids. So there was like a nice little gap. And so I was the rich auntie for the longest. No coins yet, but so I understand that I can relate to the rich auntie vibe. No coins yet, but I'll share the live. Okay, friend, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here with that. So here's what I will say. Let me help my friend. Are you still in the room, Brenda? I think you are, friend. Yes, you are. Okay, we're gonna talk about TikTok Shop for you. And I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna recap. So this might be a recap for some of you, but sometimes the recap's helpful because it helps to kind of solidify a little bit what I was sharing in terms of how to create a quick-ish video. It's not super quick, but it is a strategy. Now, is it the best strategy? No. Somebody might say it's missing some of the key elements when you think about, you want to have something that's going to really hopefully convert to sell. I mean, that's the goal. Some of these videos could. Some of these are the scripts that you're using from within the app. TikTok Shop gives you gives you scripts for your video. So some of that you might want to fine tune. You might want to make it a little bit more of your own. Some videos you might even really focus on the promo. Okay. So, where the product might be where the script might be talking about the product and focusing on the product details, you might want to focus on the promotion. Because the promotion might be the fact that leads people to click, I'm going to get that because this is a good deal, versus I'm going to get that because of all the other benefits. Very helpful information. So I just want to say that out loud because sometimes I don't want you guys to get like hung up on one style of videos and one way of conveying the message. You really got to think about the product itself and know who you're talking to. Wait, TikTok give you a script to go live? Gives you a script for your TikTok shop videos. Shop. We're talking about shop. So this is TikTok shop, and we're talking about shop video content. So shoppable video content. Now, to answer your question, okay. See you soon. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Um, so to answer your question though, let me answer your question in terms of a script for your live. You can come up with a script for your live. You can use ChatGPT and ask it to write a script for your live. So yes, I have a whole prompt that you can use that goes into how to create who's your target audience, who are you talking to in your live, what's your topic, all the details about who you are, and then with that prompt, you can ask it to come up with your niche, your topic, your target audience, and then with that, you can ask it to come up with a script because you already have it where it's sharing all the details about you and it's coming up with your topic and your niche. Then you ask it to write a script, a 30-minute script for you. And then what I tell people is to kind of focus on it in that script, maybe focus a little bit more on talking points surrounding Q&A for your live. So if your topic, especially if you're a new live host, you're going to talk about yourself. You always lead with yourself because you're helping people get to know you. You're sharing details about who you are, what you're all about, so people can get to know you. And then in turn, what you'll do is try to get more engagement in your live. So you're going to ask people questions. And so if people don't answer your questions, you can say, okay, here are some of the top questions that I get based on this topic. And here's some of the questions and answers. Let me know what you think of these questions. Is this something that you were wondering or something that you agree with? So you're literally trying to get engagement. You want people to comment. You want people to like your live. You want people to share out your live. And then ultimately you want people to fully engage and gift. Okay? So all that is part of your strategy. How you doing, Jackie? Thank you for coming in, friend. So all that is part of your strategy. But the goal is to make sure you are actively talking and communicating to your audience and adding value. You said, okay, thanks. So that's the strategy. So what I was talking about with TikTok Shop is that it does also give you a script. And then when it comes to even going live, there's a tool called Live Manager. You can upload your script there. So you can actually have a script in your live as well on Live Manager for TikTok Shop. Okay. So now you're going to ask me what's Live Manager. Live Manager is part of the streaming resources that are on TikTok Shop. So just know that that's there for you as well. Thank you, Nika. Appreciate you, friend. I'm gonna try to go through some of this. Thank you all who are on the live. I'm gonna transition off my YouTube in a second, but let me know if you have any questions because I'm gonna switch over to be able to show my TikTok shop so you guys can see that. Laugh out loud. I was gonna ask what? Which question? Let me know about TikTok shop live. Let me know what you meant, friend, because I'm gonna try to show it. Thank you all for being here on my YouTube. Thank you so much.